You give them a rundown on what we're talking about today.
All right. Actually, for the first time, it's just a duo podcast with me and, Leon Lex, short hair version.
Man.
We've about to be talking about...
You could, scoot on a little bit this way.
We're going to be talking about Slime Language 2, which just dropped recently. I think 2 days ago, 1 day ago, by Young Thug.
And, right now we're just giving initial thoughts on the album and stuff. But, it's been a long time since I heard the first one, so I really don't know how to compare it. I actually thought that the first one was a Future Thug collab album, I'm not even gonna lie. But how was you feeling about it? Just an overall, the whole project.
Overall, I felt with any, Thug album, I never expect to like every song. I just expect to have, the songs that I do like be incredible bangers, which is what it was.
That last song was kind of lyrical, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, last song went crazy. There was a few songs in there that had me shook. So I'd say it was a good album. It's
a fun listen.
Yeah,
it's not gonna capture your soul or anything, but you vibing by yourself. I listened to it at work, and it made my work go by faster.
Yeah, it's just an interesting listen every time.
It does have 24 songs on it. You could probably get rid about 8 of those songs, and it would make it a better album.
Yeah.
And most of the features.
Yeah, anything with Lil Keat in it could go, and it would be it would shoot up 5 points in quality.
I agree with that. I mean, there was a couple verses by Lil Keat that I was okay with, but it just sounds like he's trying to be mumble Thug. Because, people say that Thug mumble. I understand what Thug's saying majority of the time, but,
Thug is still definitely a mumbler. A high
mumbler.
He
right, but he got a little bit on there with this one, bro. You could actually hear some verses, and his hooks were out of control on this one.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of out of control hooks, the song with Future. Let's talk about that. How did you feel about that?
I felt like it was like Thug wrote it for Lil Boat. And for some reason, the album, his label wouldn't let him get on it. So he was like, "Future, bro, you come here and do it." That hook was not Future. Wanna be a superstar? That is not Future, bro. You're almost 39, bro. I want to hear you talking about popping pills, not everybody want to drive fancy cars. That Future hook was not it.
Superstar.
If he would have kept rapping like that, because sometimes Future snaps when he's rapping like that.
Yeah.
I know you're not a Future fan, but sometimes I feel like he'd be snapping on songs like that, especially because his rapping flow is always the same.
Yeah.
So when he switches it up, it can be versatile. But then he just went with a basic Future verse,
yeah.
And then Thug snapped. I feel like that was the majority of the album. Everybody went with something basic, and then Thug snapped.
Yeah, Thug did snap. I hate that he wasn't on every song though. That could have been. He wasn't even he was on missing on a lot of songs.
Yeah,
not even just a few songs.
I feel like every song, there was only a couple songs that really mattered that didn't have Thug in it.
Yeah, Lil Duke and Nav.
That was a feature that I did not know I needed. Yeah. That fucking Nav verse was might have been the hottest verse spat in 2021.
Facts. What was the name of that track? Look up the track list for me, because my phone's on 1%.
The track list.
Yeah, just so we can have that handy. But that song right there, Pots and Pans.
Yeah,
Pots and Pans.
It was Pots and Pans. That shit went fucking
crazy.
Went
crazy.
Then right after that, you had the Skepta.
Yeah.
So it was back to back. That might be the best back to back song we've had in a minute, bro.
There was little streaks on the album. The first song, as soon as the first song starts, it goes on a streak of just
I didn't think that the first song was that heat until I re-listened to it. Slap. That shit was something different, and Thug snapped on that. And I don't know that you're not the biggest fan of Gunna, but I felt like Gunna really held his own on this album. He didn't sound a lot like Thug, but it was decent for Gunna. He
sounded, well, since Lil Keat was there, it made him not seem as much like motherfucking Thug in comparison. But I actually thought he did good too, no cap. He did I think one song.
Shit, if you want to put your phone on charge for a little bit, mine's on 13 right now. So
all right, bet.
once we get into the notes and stuff.
Yeah. But overall, like the feature list.
Yeah, the feature list. But I honestly feel like you could have got rid of a bunch of features and it would have made the album. Like most of the mainstream features, the Cudi feature didn't have to be on there.
But
I feel like the Lil Baby feature really didn't even have to be on there. I feel like a lot of the mainstream features really didn't have to be on there. Besides Drake, Meek, who is another one. Big Sean snapped on his verse, but like a lot of those like Future didn't go hard. Uzi's verse, that was a real skeptical hook.
Oh my
That
God.
did not. That felt like a clash of styles when that song came in. Like that was not heat, Uzi.
That was not.
Love you
heat.
to death, but that was not heat. You
That
just
was
gave us
not
EA,
heat.
and then you give us that. Like,
I am proud of you.
I feel like Thug would have ate the hook harder on that. There was a lot of hooks that I felt like Thug could have ate harder.
Yeah, I feel that.
But these are just our initial thoughts on the album. We are gonna listen to the other one and maybe have a topic on it. It's a rap about the first one compared to the second one. Most of our podcast coworkers don't like Thug, so me and D had to come in here and do this ourselves.
Yeah, you already know because we ain't finna be
Biased.
Yeah, we ain't finna be being biased.
But that Skepta verse.
That Skepta
I
verse
don't really
was
listen to UK
disgusting.
drill, but when I heard that, I was like,
Shout
D's
out
gonna
to
fuck with that.
my drillers out in the UK, bro. Skepta came through with the bars, bro. So wait, before we get too far ahead, but when you was talking about the Cudi verse, I mean Cudi not needing to be on there, does that include his hums in the beat?
I feel like, I don't know. I just really didn't like I know that it wasn't a good Cudi verse because I'm not talking about it. I'm not really the biggest Cudi fan to begin with. I like some of his hits. Don't get me wrong, but Cudi's just one of those artists that I feel like doesn't really add much to most things. Its solo projects are, when he does solo or with Travis Scott or Kanye, it might be different, but I don't need Kid Cudi on my Thug song. It's just,
Yeah.
and I don't even know if Thug was on that. But I feel like we got to mention the bop of the album is definitely that one fucking, let me look up the name of that. It had fucking Sheck West on it.
Oh, GFU.
Yeah. Get fucked up. That was like some old school Odd Future hooks,
Yeah,
bro. That shit was a
pretty lit.
bop.
That was a bop. That was unexpected. Like Shaq West is on this. Like
There's a
YNW
lot of-
Melly's on this.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Skepta.
unexpected features. And it's like, I feel like the unexpected features snapped, like Melly, Rowdy Rebel fucking
Rowdy
snapped.
Rebel went. Oh, shout out to the GS9.
But like the features go which way? They're the hottest part of the album, or I didn't need it at all.
yeah,
And that's with Travis, Meek, Uzi, Future. Now Meek went hard. I didn't mean to, but definitely Uzi, Cudi, Future, Travis. I didn't need those verses.
how you feel? You still feel like the Lil Baby verse was unneeded on
Well, to me, like, if you're going to put Lil Baby on the album just because he fucks with Thug and Gunna so hard, he should have been more prominent with the album.
Yeah,
and I don't know
that's
if that hurts the album or if it makes it its own thing because it doesn't have Lil Baby on it. But I feel like you could have got rid of that song because that song to me is just basic Lil Baby rapping about love. You hear it on all of his projects.
Nah, he was.
Bro, I've heard that Lil Baby verse in like
His
8 other times.
His hook and his part on the hook, bro. Like, oh my god, it's so smooth, bro. It's like,
But does it need to be there?
it kinda does.
The only,
bruh.
really, the only feature from a mainstream artist that really needs to be there is Drake.
I don't even like. Lil
That was
Baby,
the
bruh.
best Drake feature since like fucking
Bro, but
2018.
Lil Baby's was equally as good, bro. It made me float, bro. On that hook, bro, I was floating. But yeah, we can go to that Drake. That Drake feature.
That
was-
Drake feature, you know, Academics came in his fucking pants when he heard that.
Facts. And felt bad about it afterwards.
Yeah, facts.
It
That
was-
Drake feature, that was that. I don't know. That went harder than Astro.
Yeah, that.
Is that what the fuck? What was that song called with him and Drake? With Travis and Drake.
Freaking.
Not Stargazing. That's how you like. It's like a pop it song, but I forget it, bro. But I feel like he snapped harder on that, bro. On that Thug New Thug shit, bro.
Yeah, he definitely.
And then
did.
Thug actually went hard on it too.
Yeah, and who else was on that? Gunna.
Yeah, I think Gunna was on
Yeah,
that.
Gunna even went actually nice.
Yeah, facts. It was that song might be the MVP of the whole album besides the
I would say
Nav
it is.
verse and the Skepta verse.
Yeah, the Nav
Them-
verse.
Them bitches was hard, but I I felt like you could have added more features and taken away. Like you could have took Future, Travis, and fucking Cuddy on and put DaBaby, Lil Boat, and fucking like one of the Migos, and it would have went harder. I feel like I needed some Quavo in this. That's just me though.
I feel like
especially that Future hook. That Future hook should have been Yachty. That Future
hook
hook should have been Boat. Like it would have sounded gracefully good if Boat would have been on that.
Wait, how does that one go again? Is it the
wanna be a superstar? Boat would have ate that, bro. But Future, like, that was not it. Future, bro.
So like, oh my gosh, it's not like his like vocals, like his like vocal cords were literally.
It didn't even sound like lean Future. It sounded like too sober Future.
Yeah, facts.
Off a Burke Future.
Facts. Need a cigarette Future. That was horrible.
It was.
I I literally had to like pause it because I kept laughing so loud that I couldn't hear the song.
It like when I first heard it, I was like, "Is this Future?" Like I was like, I know that Future's on the album somewhere, but like, is this Future?
He's trash.
It really made me like just ugh.
Yeah, facts. And all two of our fans will know that I named him as top 3 worst rappers of all time. So like,
I wouldn't go that far, but that verse, that hook might put it in contingents, man. That was not it, man. I don't know who wrote that.
Oh my god, bro, it's so terrible. But I also put Travis on that. Low key was lit that time, so that was a little over dramatic. He's still really trash.
Travis's part, I didn't really find much.
But on this album, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't good though, but it was whatever.
I really didn't find Travis's like part that like whenever Travis is on a song, you hope to get something really good because it's Travis, but it was just average at most.
Yeah, in fact, but I feel like he actually tried. Like I feel like he was going to give something average. He gave something that was like him trying because he had the part where he changed his vocals. He had the part where he was like.
I know I think the best part of that song is when it switches to Travis and then he gives you an average verse.
Yeah, facts. When his ad lib comes on, it's like,
and then like the little
cool.
like,
yeah, I was saying like we did that. That's dope. But
the album was very musically like pleasing.
Yeah, facts. What was that producer's name? Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah,
we'll get all that information in a second once my phone charges.
Whoever produced all that, but I feel like that last song there could have needed a Polo G feature.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Thug even knows who that is, but
there's no way he doesn't. Polo G and Thug would go crazy.
Be ignorant.
It would be crazy. So what about those the 2 females?
I feel like the females low key shined on this because I mean, the way that I see female rapping now is just like Cardi B and Megan. They're always rapping about their hood and shit. So I mean, it was something different. Like they was actually spitting bars. The females low key spitting, except for the one girl in the last little hook where she just kept on saying the same shit. But the 2 other females low key snapped.
Yeah, the one with Young Blue.
Yeah,
I think her name is
Carly.
Yeah, Carly.
Mm-hmm.
She low key killed him on the track.
That.
Like she low key stomped on him on the track. Like. But he went hard too, though, so it's not even like no respect. But like, bro, like it was just a fun listen, bro. Like,
it really was.
I love when music is like crazy like this.
But with albums like this, like I feel like they're forgotten usually. Like nobody really talks about the first Slime Language. Well, do you think people are gonna be talking about this one?
I feel like people talk about this one more.
I feel like that Drake verse. That Drake verse should be talked about. Yeah. That should be like
that Nav verse definitely needs to be talked about.
That Nav verse was pure energy,
bro.
It
was disgusting.
Taking your cards, like he really snapped on that.
Yeah,
bro.
He snapped.
Like if you don't listen to mumble rap, if you think that shit's trash, like there were some hard hitters on this.
Yeah, there was some hard hitters, some musical passages that were very like nice to the ears.
And Thug's last verse was poetry.
Yeah,
that was like some Tupac shit, bro.
Yeah, he.
Bro, I'm looking. I have to like pull up the lyrics on that last song because that shit was pure
facts.
It was called My City Remix with YTB Trench. And I mean, YTB Trench was on one other song. Yeah. And I really didn't think he had that good of a verse on that, but that last song was just snapped.
I'm pretty sure the other song he was on was the one with Lil Baby and Gunna.
Yeah, he was.
He came in at the end and
see, I thought that was that Keed. Because Because most of all of them low-key sound the same. I'm not even going for. They all want to sound like Thug in some way.
They do.
But they want to put their own little flavor on it. It's just like, except for that one dude that sounded like 21.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, the dude's like 21. Future sounding like somebody's uncle, and Lil Duke sounding like Future.
Yeah, Lil Duke did sound like Future. Lil Duke snapped on there too.
Yeah, facts. He snapped the.
There was a lot of very like underrated people that had good verses on it.
Yeah, man, bro, I can't believe Melly. Like, bro, there's just so many songs on here.
I forgot that Melly was on there.
There's too many bangers for me to even remember like all the songs that were on there. And we just listened to it before we came here to do.
I've listened to it at least 3 times. It's just initial thoughts. Trying to get to that one verse. He said, trying to see my kids every day because it's healthy. Talking to my brother, he had a phone in jail. He said he just paid $1,000 for a knife from my celly.
Yeah, like what? Did he? Hand me my phone, please. I think it should be charged enough to look at low key.
And they gonna hold a grudge. They don't let bygones be bygones. Crazy I had to go to jail to read the Bible. And like I mean the way that Thug says it, it rhymes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't give it really.
He's up there with like low key like Wayne when it comes to bending words to make it rhyme.
Oh yeah, but I mean
like slur.
Is Thug Wayne light?
Oh.
Is Thug 2010 Wayne right now?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll eventually evolve like a Pokemon into Wayne Prime?
Yeah.
I don't know. I low-key feel like Thugger might not. I feel like he might drop a couple more albums and then just do the label shit.
Nah, I feel
it's like low-key, I feel like that's what this album was saying. Like, he's like, we've said this earlier, he's like the baby of, if y'all don't know who that is, younger fans, Birdman of the generation. Like, he's putting, like, Lil Baby and Gunna, like, that's Wayne and Drake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's his Wayne and Drake to Birdman.
Yeah, it is.
And he got the females. Lil Keat is Gutta.
Yeah, he definitely is because he puts on a bunch of people that no one cares about, and he had those 2 that hit. So he's like, I'm just gonna. But he doesn't make money off of them, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like he'll keep making music. Maybe. Most likely.
He might either, like, I don't know. I feel like he's either gonna take not the Lil Baby, but the Birdman and Yo Gotti route, or he's gonna like evolve into like a Hove level rapper eventually. Because I feel like when like the next generation is like of music is evolving, everybody's gonna be looking up to Thug. Like, he's just what's gonna happen.
I agree.
I feel like more than Drake, more than any of that shit, like Travis. I feel like Thug will have more longevity than most rappers, and that's saying something because most people think that he's fucking trash, but like you just can't fucking understand him, and that's a bar.
Yeah, facts.
Because you can't understand, but if you sit there and listen, he's like, bro, like nobody's spitting like Thug is for real, and that's like that might even be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what his verse is.
What would you like? So if you had to name some things that you like specifically liked about the album overall, what would you like?
The fucking Nav verse and the Drake verse. Most of the features, like, see, like I go back and forth with the features because some of them were really great and then some of them were lackluster. So it's like, I feel like the features for sure, the good features outweigh the bad features.
Yeah.
I didn't think I needed that Nav verse. Yeah. I didn't think I needed that Meek verse was, I didn't even, like, on the third re-listen, that Big Sean verse, that was heat. That was fucking heat. Props to Big Sean, bro. I don't even fucking listen to Big Sean. That was fucking heat, bro.
His flow was just like...
They could have got Rio on that one.
Yeah, they could have got Rio on that one. Shout out to the D and Free Rio. Bro, I have so much written.
The production, too.
The Proud of You song with
The Uzi. Proud of You song was just... if you put that on an Uzi song without the Thug feature, I feel like that would have been harder. That's just me, though.
Oh, yeah, there was another person on there. Do you remember that?
No, I barely remember that song.
Yeah, because it says, it's like, I said it's a confusing love song between Lil Uzi and Thug with a no-name third wheeling.
So that was your note on it?
Yeah, that's what my note on
I'm fucking weak.
So
that is how it, like, literally, like, it was a confusing love song, and then the third wheel was just like in the stew, like, what?
Bags, like, after they already, like, said this hook, like, 1,000 times, and then he just comes in, just came up from the gutter, like, did you, bro? But, like, You ain't got nothing to do with this
And
right
I
now.
feel like you could have taken out that whole other person. It would have been a better song.
Yeah, facts.
Like if it was just a Uzi Thug love song.
Yeah, facts. Like at least it'd be like, oh, that's endearing. And now it's just kind of awkward.
It was endearing.
Yeah, it was. Without the third wheel, I kind of felt bad for
I
him.
feel like him and Future should have made that because they got tattoos on each other.
Yeah, facts. And then Future would have came up with another.
Yeah,
Song
but
that
just
one.
think if all the hooks were sang by Future in that shitty voice that he did, that album. If that was the case, this album would have been a 0.
Facts, and I would have felt bad for his vocals because I feel like they would have been actually damaged, like literally damaged.
Could you, if you were gonna put any other rapper on the album, who would you have put?
What?
If you were gonna put any other rapper on the album to be a feature, who would you have gotten? Well, what features did you not enjoy besides like the main YSL team?
Who didn't I enjoy? I didn't enjoy.
Well, we know Future.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Future. I wanted to. I didn't enjoy Uzi, even though like not even just excluding the hook. I don't know how I feel about the hook either. But his verse was like
It was decent. It
was
nothing to
whatever.
praise. It wasn't that Drake verse.
Yeah, it was just like average Uzi stuff. Travis Scott verse was was whatever. Gunna's verse on that same song with Travis Scott, which was Diamonds Dancing, was okay.
Was that the song where he was saying Martin Luther King black diamonds around it? That shit was that was a bop. Whatever that song's called is a bop. I feel like the main thing about this album was Thug wanted to release bops.
Yeah, like every time Thug was on it, Thug usually hit. Like I don't think Thug even had a part where I was like, this isn't good.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
And usually on Thug albums, that's very up and down. It's
actually,
either the hottest shit or I feel like, but the Thug and Uzi verse don't count.
the first song I did say that his ad-libs kind of sound like Uzi, but I don't know if that's still accurate to my current understanding. But it probably is. But yeah, bro. Overall, bro, I low key wish that it was just like more just Thug stuff. Like he could have cut it down. Even though some of the songs without
You could have
Thug
cut
get
that. I
hit.
think the album altogether is 24 songs, and let me. I'm about to look at the track listing to see.
23.
All right, we're gonna go one by one. Slutty, banger.
Yep.
I don't remember Ski. I'm gonna listen to it for a second.
I got it's alright, low key.
Ski's
trash
alright.
beat.
Diamonds Dancing is decent besides Travis's part. Solid featuring Drake.
Bang.
Fucking banger. So right now we're going, you could have kept Slatty, Diamonds Dancing, Solid. You could have kept the so far the only song that we're taking out right now is Ski.
Yeah.
Would we take out the Uzi?
Nah, it was trash, but at least it was like it was memorable trash. Like we're gonna still be talking about that for a while.
Oh, it wasn't Carly wasn't on the song with Young Blue. It was Coy Leroy, but
Oh, yeah.
I would have kept that. Let me listen to Real. See, that's just basic Thug. I don't know if I would keep that on there. It's
Came and saw with Rowdy Rebel. That's
yeah, for
definitely a
sure. Banger. Warrior with Big Sean. I would have kept that. Pots and Pans with Lil Duke. Would have kept that. Walkstar featuring fucking Skepta. I don't listen to UK drill. He be putting it on sometime, but that fucking verse was insane. Like
he spat.
he did fucking spat. Like most of these fucking and like Pots and Pans with Nav. Like I think that was the hottest verse Nav has ever spit.
Yeah, I might have to agree.
Like whoever told Nav to do that, like props to you, bro. I feel like you could have gotten rid of that Future song. That's just me. You could get rid of the Future song. Lil Keeds on the next one, you can get rid of that. Really Be Slime featuring Melly. It's got a Melly feature. You keeping that?
Banger. I thought it was okay when I first listened to it, but when we
Hey,
listened to
Carly
it
is
today-
on the song with Young Blue. Damn, she gets 2 props.
Yeah, in fact, she spat.
Yeah,
shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her.
I might have to go listen to some of her stuff. No cap. I guess that
Because it was like not just basic 2021 female hip hop. Like
Yeah.
that shit was
and she was floating like Gunna on them beats.
facts. She was killing it. So MVPs of the album so far, I mean, besides Thug, I would have to say Gunna and Carly. Like,
Yeah, GFU.
oh,
Shaq
GFU
West
is a
was on that.
fucking
Shaq
banger.
West verse was low key. Like I thought it was trash at first, but it is actually good low key. I ain't finna cap to you.
Moon Man.
Moon Man. What?
I feel like you could have put that on, like, just drop that as like a Cuddy single, or put it on. You could have put that. You really could have put that on Man on the Moon 3.
I feel like. Yeah, I thought it was whatever. The beat was low key creative though. I thought like the hums and stuff.
And
I
then-
thought that sounded good.
And then just like the Moon Man shit throughout the
Yeah.
was fire. Slim should have been on that.
Yeah, how you feel like Como Te Amo?
But I listened to parts of it.
Oh my god, it's the one where he says Como Te Amo. I want to know your name for like thousands of years.
Yeah, see, I don't
It's
know
like
about
four.
that
It's
one.
like 4 minutes.
See, that's how you know that like some of these songs can be deleted because I don't even remember 'em.
Yeah, facts. And it was like the most, bro. It's the worst song on the album, probably. Like,
And then the Meek Mill verse. That fucking Meek. I did not know I needed that Meek Mill verse.
Meek Mill actually went crazy.
He
for once in
spat.
his life. Yeah,
like,
he
see,
spat.
like, the album goes either you're spatting or you're coming up with creative hooks and flows.
Yeah, if you're not spatting, then like,
And then My City Remix, that might be my favorite song on the album. That's
Yeah.
definitely a song I know I'm going to come back to.
that was a great ender.
Yeah, fact. That was the only song would have been fine with ending the album.
So I mean, overall, you could have took out maybe like 3 or 4 from the track list.
Yeah. I feel like to make it like a solid project.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Out of 23, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a solid album.
But for some reason, I still feel like maybe because the songs that were good were only good because they had good parts in them. But there's always like, not always, but some of the time there was features.
And like I don't really know if the album flows good together either.
I never really thought of it.
Cause it's just bop. Sometimes it's bop after bop after bop, and then it goes to a filler song, bop,
Yeah.
filler song, bop.
Yeah, it does be doing that.
So it's
I
like,
feel like that's what Thug does all the time.
like I don't know if I want to re-listen to this album fully instead of just picking the songs that I liked off of it.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, I feel that. There's no reason to come back to freaking Como Te Amo.
Yeah.
Not even. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you.
Or yeah, Uzi, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I might listen to that that might be the underdog song, bro. We might in a couple
Yeah.
months that might be the song that we're
Bruh.
like, bro, that's a hitter.
We're
bro.
gonna keep like talking shit about it like as the meme, and then
It will-
we're gonna really start liking it, bruh.
That Future song is pure meme. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
fact, like
pure meme.
they have to make that a meme.
But yeah, this is worse than
I want him to drop
da slob on my knob thing.
that
we
shit.
did.
That song is fire.
Yeah,
that verse is fire.
No, it's not. But
Fucking
whatever.
fire.
It's
But
whatever.
fucking like that Future shit. Like they just need to drop a fucking video to that. Like I low key want them to not even put Thug's part in it. Just let it be Future. Like I just want Future on the video and like see what that video would be. It would probably be like 1:50 long or
Right.
like 6 minutes. Cause
Thug
Future,
knows that he was supposed to do that hook. Thug knows he could have easily performed it, but he wanted Future to embarrass it.
he did, bro. I mean, they beefed for a little bit. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't have really got Yachty to do that feature. That was a
Bruh.
little boat feature.
Or you could have just told him it was trash. Like I know you're a nice
Like
person and all.
it's like Future, like he wanted to sound nasally when you could have got Yachty on there and it would have sounded nasally.
it's like he wanted to sound like he wanted to like expand his vocal range, but it's just like
It was basic Future nonsense.
yeah, it's like on shit. Like you remember that song where he was like rapping, his voice was like it's like Harambe voice, but not.
it was like I
intentional.
don't even know if he was on a bunch of pills and codeine or if he was mad sober and didn't want to do it.
I feel like he was like tired. Like, I feel like he ran to the
Somebody needs
studio.
to get him to bed. He's old.
Yeah, facts. He's old, bro.
Except for
like,
that, Drake was not old.
Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake.
Drake might be at his prime after that. Whatever Drake drops after this, it better be a fucking banger,
It
bro.
has to be a banger, bro. I was impressed.
See, I would low key be fine with Thug producing a Drake album, because I feel like Thug takes a lot of different artists that you wouldn't think would like collab good together, and like I feel like he would make that crazy. Like you take like Nav and Drake, you put them together, like all. I feel like Thug would be able to produce a Drake album really good.
I feel like he could too. He could orchestrate.
Yeah,
Like,
orchestrate a.
I wonder how much he produces. If he produces a lot of his stuff, he low key.
Who Thug?
Yeah, he's low key a goat.
Let's look up. I'm gonna go to the Wikipedia and see what they're saying about it.
But man, so besides, okay, so what things do you say, like consistencies do you say you would not want in the album? Like
in this album?
Yeah, like things that just, because the keyed verses is really what I like.
I
Keyed
feel
has
like
never spat a good verse.
I feel like he really should have sat on this album for maybe like 4 more weeks, going through it and actually picking out what songs that he really thought would not hit. Because you know what I'm saying? It sounded like some of the verses were just because he needed to get his people on.
Yeah.
When you really could have sat there you really could have sat there and really like pick your thoughts and shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
And actually made a better album. I mean, it's not saying that this album isn't bad. It's just it's very good. It's just not consistent all the way through. And I feel like if you would have sat on it for like 4 more weeks and perfected it, take out that fucking Future verse and Thug Do It Yourself,
yeah,
the album would have been a classic. It would have been like a fucking, give me a compilation. Like, I'm trying to think of a label album that you can compare this to besides like Cruel Summer by Kanye.
Like the Dreamville ones.
Dreamville, yeah, the Dreamville Chasers 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've only listened to the third one. I'm not a big J. Cole fan. I really don't like. I know that JID's good, but I don't listen to him like that. So I really don't know how to compare those. But I feel like for a label album, if you were going to put all your peoples on to give everybody a taste, that you did the right thing. Fucking Carly, low-key, if she keeps on the way that she's going and don't like try to go on the Megan Thee Stallion fucking Cardi B wave, then you got the next fucking, I don't want to say Lauryn Hill, but like a decent MC that's a female, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A different.
Yeah, like something different.
Adding something different. That's all we need, bro. We need some difference. We need some flavor in that department.
Damn. Thug only does have one studio album. So much fun. Classic.
His best project.
All right. Well, there's a bunch of producers on it, but I just want to see like what like I want to know if Thug like handpicked it himself type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long have we been going at this?
I mean, but the producers are crazy. You got Southside, Wheezy, Turbo, Wheezy again, Wheezy again, Wheezy again.
It's always Wheezy.
Yeah. Some of these I don't even know. Walkstar was produced by some dude named Slizzy. Chase Davison produced Pots and Pans. It's probably Nav's personal producer. It's probably some fucking white guy.
Chase Davison. I have a degree.
Yeah, we can read messages, bro. What's up? Umit. But yeah, Wheezy produced most of the album, but I want to know if there really is 23 fucking. I hope he doesn't release a bonus.
He's gonna release a bonus.
It's gonna be like 42 fucking songs,
yeah.
bro. I really don't hope so.
Hey, if they need us to come back and talk about a bonus,
we will.
We'll come back more organized because this is like literally the album dropped and we just decided to do our first ever.
We have to
album review like in like
it's
2
consistent.
days.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Fucking, we're Fantano in this shit.
Yeah, I
wonder what Fantano is gonna say about it because I can see Fantano even like. Cause he likes creative shit. He might end up giving it like a 5 or a 6.
He likes Thug.
Does he?
Yeah, he likes Thug.
Wow, that's crazy. Cause like I don't even think he likes Tyler or Mac, bro.
Yeah,
so it's like you like Thug.
Yeah, he likes some Thug.
So I mean, he might end up giving it like a 2. I just want to know what he thinks. A 2 or a 6.
I said he liked it. You was like, oh well.
Yeah, dude.
You might end up giving it.
You're literally the only one that's here. What's up, bro?
Thanks.
Tell your friends to check out the Nice Guy Andy podcast, bro. We talk about rap, wrestling, what the fuck ever, bro. We just be getting lit. First album review, Slime Language 2. Are you a Thug fan?
Actually, I don't think we can see our viewers at once.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I think we only see it from one platform. I think Facebook.
But I just wonder how Fantano is going to feel about the album. Not saying that I dick ride Fantano. I don't agree with hardly any of his fucking music reviews.
I love Fantano, so I'll be wondering what he's going to say too. So I can't even flex. He has a good way of putting words together because
he wants to make a rap album.
Who does?
Umi.
All right, do it. I believe in you.
We be wanting to make a mixtape all the time.
Yeah, we're going to be not want to. We are going to. I'm putting him on the spot because he be procrastinating. We're going to release music soon.
Facts. Mr. Fogg and Fat Dab's coming soon.
Shout out to you because you're going to be the reason why we actually did it. And you know, you can go ahead and do that too.
Let us on a feature, bro.
Yeah, facts. Free feature.
But
only one though.
So if you're gonna rate the album, what would you give it?
Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. Could change. I mean, it doesn't need, but for Thug, cause like the way that I perceive his music as like he just like he thinks something sounds good and he puts it out to see if we think it sounds good, and if not, that's fine. So like every song doesn't need to be a bop. It's just like the songs that do hit need to like hit, and they do. So like there's
a lot of bops on here. The
bops
that are on there, we don't really have any complaints about.
Yeah, facts. The Drake verse.
The Drake verse is godly. Like
I know we done said it a few times,
and we're not even Drizzy fans.
Yeah, I don't even like Drake, bro.
But
like that's why it's crazy. No cap.
He's Drake's the next Mad villain, bro.
Yeah,
don't put it past him, bro.
Like fact, bro. He's the next Eminem. He's gonna be rapping till he's like 56.
Everybody's gonna be telling him to stop, but he's like still making bops.
They wanted me to stop, so I kept it going.
That one, he said, I just need some head and some moral support right away. Like that shit.
Hey, do you?
Like it was just like the Drizzy hook was fire.
Yeah,
the fucking the verse, like the album could have been that Drake verse and would have been fine.
The beat was, oh my gosh, like.
Yeah, thanks to you, bro. Tell your friends about us. Get us more listeners, bro. We're always talking about hip hop, fucking wrestling, whatever you're into, bro.
Facts, you already know, man. And if y'all wanted us to talk about some other stuff, if we have the knowledge or into that, you know, we definitely
give us some not pointers, but like topics.
Some pointers, topics.
Give us like if y'all want us to review a project that is from the past or coming out, we will.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna start doing more album reviews. Is that what you're trying to do?
Definitely, because you know I'm the rap fanatic, so you know if y'all need something rap, I'll be up here doing that, like no matter really what it is, because I'll probably know, you feel me, or I'll get into it and then I'll let y'all know. Shout out to rappers.
Yeah, shout out to rappers. The most dangerous sport.
Facts.
But I know that you have notes on almost every song. I want to hear them, bro. I just want to hear your notes on every song, and then I'll give my overview notes on the album.
We would be here forever if I did, but let me see.
I mean, fuck it. We're only 38 minutes in. Let's just do it.
Let me see what's like some songs that I actually wrote something worth saying. Where's the future one? I kind of want to see what I put for that. Which one was that one called? I forget because it was so trash.
It was called...
Superstar. How did we forget it's called Superstar? That's like the main thing he says in the hook. We have Future on this track. And he's trash. His hook is so laughably bad. His vocals and hook are also laughably bad, and they're just terrible. Thug's verse on this wasn't that bad or out of place, but Future handles most of the track, so Thug's verse just gets swallowed in Future's 40-year-old man trying to sound young energy.
That was fucking classic. That describes that song better than anything. It's like he wanted to make a pop song and was like, Thug, I don't want to release a pop album. Can I put this one song out?
Hey, bro, I just want to try it, bro. I need your help, bro. I don't even know how to pick the beat for this shit.
I'm about to see who produced it, because whoever produced that, like, I don't even remember what the beat sounded like. That was a Wheezy beat.
Oh.
Like, you really had Wheezy do that, bruh? You couldn't have got 808s or somebody to just do that shit for you, Future, or fucking, what's that one dude, Iceberg or whatever, Esco? And Brian, I'm a Future fan, but that verse was so out of place.
It was.
It did not need to be on the album.
Oh my gosh, it was so terrible, bro.
I'm low key happy that he didn't put that out on one of his projects, because you would have been like, bro, you would have had another.
Oh yeah, I would have had a clanger for y'all. I'm still gonna never letting that one go. Like, hey, y'all better not tell me that's Future, bro.
Let me hear some more notes.
Come on, Future, bro. Get your stuff
Let me
together.
hear the Nav.
Oh yeah, what was that? That was
Pots and pans.
Pots and pans. Mama, get the pans. That's a deep cut.
Facts.
If y'all shout out to y'all if y'all know what song that is.
Nobody listens to Hobson.
Yeah, facts. Especially, well, I mean, back then he low key wasn't that bad, so they might know it. All right, here. So we got a song here with Lil Duke. Also, one of Thug's no names, but he's actually good, and I actually could see him having a career of his own. He actually performs and gives a verse that's actually presentable and sounds like him for.
He's in the field like the Great Whites.
Yeah, he's in the field like the Great Whites, though. You know, do with that information what you will.
It's comedy.
Facts. I like the little reverse effect it had in the beat where it was like
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like a drop, but it didn't.
The intro to the beat was crazy. I remember that. It was kind of like it's like half of a guitar note, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It sounded like it was like the melody. It was such a weird melody. Like I low key like wanted to produce a beat after hearing that because it was just so interesting. It made my brain open.
Damn, bro, where you at? He says 2:40 a.m. here. Sorry. Like, where the fuck are you at?
2:40 a.m.
You where the birds be sleeping, bro.
That's crazy, bro. I don't
Man,
know.
sorry to you. It's like 7 o'clock here.
Yeah, facts. Dang, it's kind of late though. I didn't even think it was that late. And then Nav just comes in, bro. Like I don't even think I even said anything about the Nav versus. It was just that hard. Like it was just.
It was a pure banger. It might have been the best
Pure
verse on the
banger.
album besides Drake.
Yeah, I did rate it a certified banger. There's only a few songs I rated a certified banger. on here.
Get Fucked Up is definitely. I think that's the bangerest song on the whole album.
Yeah.
Like if I really want to get lit, fucking 3 a.m. in the morning driving around, that's the song I'm gonna put on.
I feel you.
That's like a fuck the club up. Like that's just as hard.
Proud of you.
Oh, proud of you. That's. I want to hear your review on that. Let me hear that.
The proud for you. I think I.
Yeah,
did.
you said you said Uzi and Thug love song with a love triangle, bro.
Thanks. It is No Name Third Wheeling. Bruh.
Awful.
Terrible.
It's like going to the mall with me and Tay and Rudy's there.
Yeah.
That's how that song was.
Bro, hey, you be giving all the shout outs to Rudy, bro. You know, if we ever pop, bro, there's gonna be a compilation of just like random times
That I've
Leon
shouted out
did-
Rudy.
random things Leon said about Rudy, and then that one thing about the
Yeah.
yeah.
Just to let y'all know, Rudy does not sell crack. And take with that as what you want.
Yeah, take that.
Doesn't sell crack.
Yeah. I'm too weak.
That shit's comedy, bro. You want me to give my overview notes on the...
Yeah, give us an overview now.
Then we'll give like some last little topics. We're going 43 minutes right now. We want to go a little longer, but I feel like the album, like it's fire, but I don't feel like it has a lot of conversation
Yeah,
points.
it wasn't content deep. I mean, besides like some Thug bars were,
But I feel like to the point where maybe all of Thug's verses kind of blend, except for the last one
yeah, him and
and Drake's
Keith.
verse, and the one where he's on Drake's verse.
Yeah. Freaking Keed.
Kid. All right. My first note is that that Thug outshines Future, Lil Baby, Cudi, Meek, Uzi, Melly, and Travis. Didn't put Big Sean on there because I feel like he didn't.
Yeah, Big Sean.
That was the only. And I low-key feel like he outshined Meek. I'm not even gonna lie. But Thug outshined all of his contemporaries. But that's just me. Drake's feature is a modern Drake classic. If we never get a better Drake verse than that, then that's the last good Drake verse. Thug overshines everyone without being on it as much as I would want to as a Thug fan. But still, he has a very prominent role in the whole album. Fat D is in the building.
Just here.
So, with that being said, what do you think is like? Do you think? Forgot what I was about to say.
Nav fucking snaps.
Oh, snaps.
Skepta got one of the best verses on the whole album.
Definitely does.
Get Fucked Up is just a pure banger. I think we've said that so many times.
It is a banger. I might listen to that when we leave. And definitely listen to that Drake verse.
A lot of lesser members on the YSL shine over most of the features, I feel like. I feel like you could have got rid of that Travis verse and had another Gunna verse and it would have went harder.
Yeah, you could have got rid of.
Or if you would have replaced Cuddy with fucking Gunna, or even like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the main members on the album outshine the features, but that's just me.
Besides Lil Keed.
Carly snapped over both people that she was on.
Yeah,
She ate those. Those are definitely songs I'm going to have to go back to.
Yeah.
Take It to Trial is a very underwhelming single, but Thug really goes hard on it. I think that's the only like really good part of that song is Thug on it.
Yeah.
Because it's a really underwhelming single. Whenever we
Yeah.
first listened to it, we was like, this is shit.
Because Gunna and the No Name, especially the No Name, he was horrible. And yes, I call them No Names unless they give good verses.
Yeah,
Or unless
facts.
they're known.
The song with Melly needs a Pooh Shiesty feature.
Yeah.
I thought that the person rapping kind of sounded like him at first, but it needs a Pooh Shiesty feature. That song needs a Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty's so hard, bro.
Yeah, facts.
He just needed to be on that.
And that Melly hook, low-key, was crazy. And then wasn't the little one on there too?
Who?
Little slime dude, YMB slime or something like that.
Oh, Trench?
Yeah.
YTB Trench? Or?
No, the little dude that's associated with Melly.
B Slime
Yeah.
and F in the Diller.
Is B slime But yeah, either way, who cares? Because Melly was only really the good part of it.
It needed a Juice WRLD feature. Like that. Remember that one song with Thug and Juice WRLD? Why wasn't that on there?
Yeah, I wish that was on there.
Like that was what was it called? Bad Boys?
Yeah, Bad Boy.
Why
yeah.
wasn't that on there?
I love that song too.
You really could have took out the song with Uzi or Future and placed that song in there, and it would have snapped.
And Como Te Amo, because that
Come Te Amo trash.
that song is not good. Like, it's really bad. It's actually bad. I almost stopped listening to the album. It was just like, I'm just gonna finish it another time.
The lack of Little Baby feels weird, but does not hurt the album.
Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like the lack of Lil Baby kind of made it better. Not that he's trash or anything, and his verse was super fire.
But if it would have just been like the whole album would have just been Gunna, Lil Baby, and Thug, I feel like it would have got repetitive real quick because we've heard that so much.
Like, even though Gunna didn't go that, like, Gunna wasn't bad. I feel like if it was less Gunna, it probably would have been better. Because there was just so much Gunna. I knew there was gonna be.
Yeah. It feels weird because, like, the main start of the album is mostly Thug and Gunna, and then it switches to, like, No Names and, like, the Nav and Skepta and Carly, and then it goes to, like, Thug at the end. It's a really weird laid out album.
Yeah, facts. He always does that with, like, the way it's laid out. It's always a weird mix.
And, like, I know that you said that you thought that Gunna did too much. I thought that he shined throughout the album. I thought that Gunna didn't really overstate his presence that much. It's just Gunna.
Yeah,
He did get my best rap album of last year with Wanna.
Oh my god.
It's a really good project, but it makes me just want a Thug album even more.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like I listened to a Thug album.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just modern day trap.
Yeah, it felt like I listened to like kind of like Without Warning.
Yeah.
Like 21 Savage is on a lot of songs, but it's not really a 21 Savage project.
Yeah, in fact, it's more
All right, y'all. I just wanted to make a quick appearance.
All right.
Who?
Huh?
Who cares?
Ooh.
Fuck you.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. I love you.
Headset down.
You fix his headset before it does that thing where it like, yeah,
Y'all want me to turn on this on here?
yeah. All right.
All right, y'all.
Thank
All right,
you for
bro.
being destructive to the cat.
Where the fuck was that? Yeah, it makes me want a Thug album. I just heard so much Thug that like you really could have broke down the whole album and just made it a Thug album.
Yeah, you could have broke it down like a nug.
You could have broke it down like a nug and then rolled up all the Thug parts.
Yeah,
and
facts.
that nav. That's that purple cookie.
Yeah, you have to put that nav in there, bro.
It's like, nah, this is like, you could have broken it down to a Thug album that's like just the OG Kush. put in that nav, you got some perp in there. Then you put in the Skepta, you got some shit from the UK. How the fuck you even get that? And then that Drake versus Concentrates. So it's like, if you would have broke it down to just all that, it would have been a perfect album, low key. I think, like, low key, like, if Thug would have broke it down to just his parts, added a verse to the Nav and Skepta songs, called it the Thug Project, and you could have released it as that. Now, low key, feel like it would have been under a Thug banner, it would have been a masterpiece.
I think so too.
But the other members kind of devalue it in a way.
If they're trash,
Some of them were trash.
especially Lil Keed, can't say that enough. Cause it's just so bad. It's like literally, it's dollar store fucking Thug. Like,
That's another point. The great songs are fucking fantastic, but the underwhelming songs really devalue the album.
yeah, like the ones with Lil Keed.
Or Como Te Amo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
Nav and Skepta, to me, were the best features on the whole album besides Drake. But I mean, Drake is in his own lane, so I don't think they'd be. That's a godly verse, but Nav and Skepta definitely fucking snapped.
Yeah, Nav and Skepta, bro. Shout out to Skepta again, bro.
Like, how the
I
fuck
knew
were
he
you
was
even
gonna
on
do
a
that.
Thug album?
Yeah, bro. I know Skepta be messing. Like, Skepta's tapped in, bro. Like, Skepta got Drake's number, probably. Like, don't sleep on Skepta, bro. He be knowing to know. You feel me?
The first verse on the last song, I think it was by Watsy B. Trench, was, I think, low-key one of the better verses on the album.
Yeah, it was.
It really helped the album out, and more verses like this could have really made the project crazy. It really needed a Polo G feature on that.
Yeah, facts. That's why you're not being called no name the whole.
Yeah,
video.
facts. We know your name.
Because you had a good verse. I think.
And then Thug's verse was poetic as fuck. It was one of the better Thug verses I've ever heard, and I really hope that's the direction of the next album.
Yeah,
because
I
he
do
capped
too.
off this one. Hopefully that was him getting his trap shit out, and hopefully the next album comes from the heart and is actually like just a decent body of work from Thug. I've heard enough from Thug to where I don't really need just a banger project. You just released that. Let's get a good content worthy album with another Drake feature.
Do y'all think he could pull it off? Cause no, I don't.
I don't know.
I feel like if he had like enough features, I feel like it feels like mostly him. Like, I don't know. But like, who else can spit? Like, maybe if he had some Baby features, cause Baby can. Spit
Yeah.
some, and like,
Getting Quavo.
yeah, get that Polo G feature you was talking
Yeah,
about.
facts. I need that. That would.
And I think he could put it in the bag.
You could get rid of every mainstream feature but Nav, Drake, Meek, Rebel, Sean, and Skepta. I know that's a lot of features, but like there's still the Future. I feel like you could have got rid of Future, Lil Baby, Lil Uzi, Cudi, and the album would have maybe flowed better. 'Cause those features were not needed for me. I've already said this a bunch, but Future's hook sounded like it was fucking wrote for Yachty. Superstar, yes, that's a Yachty. Like, when I hear a hook like that, it doesn't sound like I want to hear it from Future. I want to hear it from.
I ain't gonna cap. I feel that like Lil Boat era.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Boat era.
Like that would have sounded like First Little Boat.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a classic Boat feature. And then maybe even have the Future verse. Maybe the Future verse would be better without that hook if somebody else was doing that hook. Even Thug.
Facts, Thug should have just did it, bro. But
It to me, it was like Thug wrote it for Lil Baby. I mean, if not for Lil Baby, for Yachty. Yachty couldn't make it, so he's like, Future, you're already here. I don't even want to put you on the album, but here you go.
Facts, like, bro, yeah, just do the hook, bro.
And with Lil Baby, a Lil Boat, Cardi, Da Baby, Young Scooter, Skippa da Flippa, the Migos, Polo G, and Juice WRLD features would have really, I feel like, added to some of them. Like, you could have taken out fucking 5 Lil Keed verses and replaced it with one of those features, and it would have been a better fire song.
I don't think he understands that Lil Keith's not gonna blow. Like, he
Yeah.
had that one hit, he's not gonna blow. Like, I know you're trying to get artists on you, but like, just get good artists. Don't get the ones that just have the hit. Like,
But Umit is from Turkey. He was searching for things I should care when making a rap album, and then I found you guys. I'm happy. Thanks, bro.
Hey, yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. Turn all your European friends onto us, bro. We're just a
Yeah,
Humble
facts.
United States children trying to make it in this podcast world.
Yeah, facts. We just out here doing that, ending racism.
Any racism. Martin Luther King would have been proud about this podcast.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Thug
Shout out to Thug.
for dropping a banger on us out of nowhere, kind of, sort of, a little bit, if you really.
It was an unexpected banger.
Yeah.
Like, it was an album that I didn't think I would need.
Mm-hmm.
And probably now I really didn't, probably would have, like, I would have listened to most of it, like, most of the Thug songs. If I was just giving it, like, a listen throughout the day, I probably wouldn't have even got to the Nav verse.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
There's some really hidden gems on here. You get, there's some shit, you're just getting cold, getting little gems, and then you get
Yeah.
to the diamonds.
And even the stuff that we think is cold, like, to some other people might be like, bro, when Future was, like, just having fun with it, like, you're crazy if you like that song. Like, you're actually crazy if you think that's, like, that was quality. But, hey, like, no, do you. I ain't gonna listen to it. You listen to it. So, like,
Yeah, that Future album was not it, but for my overall score, that Future song,
yeah.
my overall score of the album would be a 6.5.
Hey.
Let me. I think I got reasoning. I don't think it's really mad versatile. You could have got rid of some features and songs, and it just would have been better. That was just straight, simple to the point. You really could have just gotten rid of some filler songs, and the album would have maybe been an 8.
Yeah, you could have got an 8. Could have pushed for the 8, but you didn't.
Yeah, it's like Thug. You really don't need to drop 24 songs on us for people that we don't really care
Yeah,
about.
facts. Like, yeah, you didn't need to do that. I ain't finna cap. That was it was a lot of songs, and you're not even on most.
And like, it's like, why did you put Little Keed on like 5 of them?
Yeah, facts. Like, did you think we'd, like, if we were just playing it through without looking at it, we would just assume it was still you? Because I did do that.
Yeah, a lot. Sometimes I could not tell who was
If
rapping.
I was not reviewing this album,
If I didn't know Thug's voice,
yeah,
the whole album would have been Thug.
yeah, and even then, I know Thug's voice, and like, bro, if I wasn't like actually like who's on the features, like if I the times that I didn't pay attention, I literally was just like, bro, Thug's kind of like trash on this. Like, he sounds weird, but like, I mean, I guess it's all right. Then I realized this key, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's like, I really wish that Thug didn't surround himself with clones.
yeah, facts.
I really wish that he would like pick people that are actually versatile. Which, I mean, that's Little Baby and Gunna. Gunna is just versatile enough to where he's not a future. I mean, a Thug clone.
I agree.
He's like if you mix Nav and Thug together, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
And
Nav
then
is
Lil
better.
Baby's on his own lane.
Yeah,
So like, but those are the only two. And then that Carly bitch.
yeah.
Sorry for calling her a bitch, but
Carly,
she snapped.
she did.
She
snap
fucking
that.
snapped.
She did snap.
And then Lil Duke, like if he just surrounded himself with less clones, I feel like his group would be very versatile.
He could keep Lil Duke though, because he's a better Future dollar brand Future.
and then
better.
Hood Store 21 snapped too.
Yeah, Hood Store 21. What song was that even? I don't.
I think
care.
that was the Skepta verse.
Was
Yeah,
It
bruh. Yeah, let me find his name. Strick. 21 Strick. Says when I want to make a song, music studios want 5,000 Turkish money for one song, but I can make a little studio with that money and I could learn mix and mastering. It will take much time because I'm working and studying. What you think? What should I do? Bro, go for your fucking dreams. I mean, we're literally just in here podcasting with shit that my dad's fucking bought.
Yeah.
And I mean, it gets the job done. We have fucking almost no fans, but I mean, we're trying. So I mean, bro, just go for your fucking dreams. We might even hear about you one day. I don't know if you like wrestling, bro, but they love putting like foreign rappers on TV.
Yeah, they do.
So I mean, bro,
hey,
like,
yeah, Nav.
yeah, bro, like y'all could really do something, bro. Like, go for your dreams, bro.
Skepta.
If Lil Keith can be a rapper, then you can too,
Yeah,
bro.
facts. If Skepta can make it on the Thug album from the UK,
Bro,
UK Grime, not even
Bro.
drill.
but that's what's up, bro. Follow your dreams.
Yeah, facts. Follow your dream.
But you want to give your last little thoughts on the album?
Overall, I think it was a good album. I'll probably, like, there might be a few songs that, like, I think are okay that might end up shifting to being good or trash. But overall, bro, I'm happy with it. Like, I'm going to take, like, a good chunk of songs out that I'm going to be playing. And then I ain't got to listen to the rest of it, and it won't mess up the experience because it's not like an album.
It's
that
not
has
like damn.
yeah, it doesn't have a concept. Yeah, like, damn, like, listen
It's
to
just
one
a fun
song.
album.
Yeah. Facts. Boom.
I really hope that Drake feature doesn't get played out.
Yeah.
I really hope that that's a hidden gem in hip hop. I hope too many people don't know about that. Overview of the album is it's a really fun listen. Like it's just
Yeah, just like
Through and
Drake's
through.
verse on Heady One song that came out last year. That's a little gem for
or that
Anyone
Thug
cares.
on that in the booth. That shit was crazy.
booth.
But to Thug, I give you 3 clapping noises. A 3.5 clapping noises.
3.5 clapping noises for.
And then when we come back, it might be lesser or more. But we are gonna listen to the first Salam language and either have another video on it or mention it in our It's a Rap podcast.
should we give it a? And oh yeah, and that when we do that, we'll give Slime Language 2 an update on like if we feel different about it. But should we give him a day or can we not do that because we're inconsistent?
We are very inconsistent. It'll probably be on a Saturday or Sunday. I say we give it like not next week, but the week after, so we have some time to actually listen to both projects a little bit.
I thought you were about to say so we can digest it. I'm gonna say what
We
do
can
need to
digest it.
digest? We need to digest
Thug's lyricism, his poetry.
Yeah, his too lyricalness. He's not lighting feathers.
He's not lighting feathers.
But all right.
But 6.5. It was a good album. Could have been better.
6
Fun listen.
could have been cut short, but I feel like that's just the point of his music anyway, just to make playlists out of it. So good album. I was impressed. It was a fun listen. It always is a fun listen when it's a Thug album because he
Yeah.
always pulls out.
It's always
something.
some good beats, some good flows, some good
Yeah.
like bass songs,
Yep.
and then some gem features.
Jim features. Jim Thug versus.
Yeah, facts. Thug shined on this.
Yeah.
The songs I think he's probably on like maybe 12 songs in the album, I would say, out of
Yeah.
23. And I mean, he shines on all of them.
Yeah. But could have did more.
But to our 2 viewers, we've been in this bitch for an hour. We about to get off here.